Hi everyone, I am Dr. Shikhar Kanti. In this video, we evaluate plane areas by double integration. So here, let the curve is defined like this. Say y equal to f1 of x and y equal to f2 of x. These are the two curves here. Y equal to f1 of x and y equal to say f2 of x. And x is equal to a here, x equal to b. This is the area between the two curves y equal to f1x, y equal to f2x, between x equal to a and x equal to b. So if we take like that curve, then we can find this plane area by using this formula. That is, x takes the value from a to b, x takes the value from a to b, and y takes the value from f1x to f2x. Like this we can find out. Or otherwise like this also we can find out. Suppose if we express x as a function of y, this is our x equal to f1y and this is x equal to f2y. And here we have y equal to a, y equal to b here. This is the required area. We have to find out this area. In this case what we do here is we write like this. Y ranges from a to b, y is constant here, and x ranges from f1y to f2y. But like this we can find out the area of the plane area. And if the given equation is in polar form, so r is equal to f of theta, then the required area is given by r into dr into d theta over this the given region r. One example. Find the area of the ellipse x square by a square plus y square by b square equal to 1 by double integration. So here, this is the figure. This is x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1. And to find the area of this ellipse, as this ellipse is symmetrical about both the axis, x-axis as well as the y-axis. Therefore, the whole area can be taken as 4 times the area of one portion here. So I will find out the area of this portion which is in the first quadrant, and then I will multiply this by 4. That will give the area of this whole ellipse. Here y equal to 0 here. Here y equal to, I am taking the strip parallel to y-axis, y equal to 0. And the equation of this curve is x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1. Then we can write y square by b square equal to 1 minus x square by a square, and that is equal to, if we take the LCM, a square is the LCM, then we get a square minus x square. Therefore y is equal to b by a into root of a square minus x square. So that is y ranges from 0 to b by a into root of a square minus x square, and x ranges from here x equal to 0, and at this point we have x is equal to a. The limits of x are 0 to a, limits of y are 0 to b by a into root of a square minus x square. Now we write the integral, double integral. So here the required area a, b, c, d, a, full area is equal to 4 times the area of this one. I am writing like this. So this is equal to 4 times x ranges from 0 to a, y ranges from 0 to b by root of a square minus x square into dy into dx. So this is equal to 4 times 0 to a. Integration of dy is y between 0 and b by a to root of a square minus x square. Substituting the limits here, upper limit b by a into root of a square minus x square minus lower limit will be equal to 0. Okay, y we have y here. Putting y, lower limit will be 0. Now this is once we have integrated this. Again we have to integrate this. 4 is a constant quantity, b by a is a constant quantity. I will write outside here. Then integration of root of a square minus x square is equal to x by 2 into root of a square minus x square plus a square by 2 into sine inverse of x by a. This is the integration of root of a square minus x square. This is between 0 and a. First substitute the upper limit here. If you put x equal to a here, then this becomes a square minus x square, therefore this term will become 0 plus. This is a square by 2 sine inverse of, we are putting x equal to a here, that is sine inverse of a by a, sine inverse of 1, sine inverse of 1 is pi by 2, so that is here. And if I put the lower limit, X in place of x, if I put 0, here I have x term here, therefore this term becomes 0. And if I put x equal to 0 here, sin inverse of 0 equal to 0. So that is, we are getting only one term here. That is here a square by 2 into sin inverse of 1. So that is 4b by a constant quantity as it is. A square by 2 is there, and the value of this is equal to pi by 2. So that totally it becomes pi by 4. 4b by a square pi by 4. 4 gets cancelled here. 1a gets cancelled here. Then the value of this integral is equal to pi into ab. This is the area of the ellipse. And we can find out the area using the maxima. So this integral, I will go copy this one and I will open maxima. Here I will paste. Okay, I will delete this. So here the command is double integration is there. This I have given kill all $. This is required integration 4 times. Okay, 4 times integrate. There is no function, means one is the function here. First with respect to y. Y ranges from 0 to b by a into root of a square minus x square, comma. Then we are integrating with respect to x here, that is comma x. X ranges from 0 to a. Okay, if I execute this, incorrect syntax, kill all $. Okay, I think this may be star. Okay, I will type once again, kill all, put $. Next 4 into 4 star, integrate, again integrate, bracket, 1, integration of 1. Y takes the value y comma 0 to b star sqrt within the bracket a square minus x square, a square minus x square divided by a, this divided by a, outside the bracket, x ranges from 0 to a. I think it is correct. Okay, correct. Now execute, kill all. Okay, kill all. Okay. Now execute. A square minus x square. Sorry, I have to give comma here. Okay, I think it is correct now. Execute. Incorrect. X is not an infix operator. Where is x? Okay, here I have to give one comma. I'm sorry. Is a is positive, negative, or 0? We'll give positive. Again execute. I am getting this is equal to pi ab. Okay. Next I will go to the next example. Find the area between the parabolas y square equal to 4ax and x square equal to 4ay. First we have to find the point of intersection of these two. For that, what we need to do here is just put the value of x in this or put the value of y in this. Then we get an equation in terms of x or in terms of y. If we get an equation in terms of x, then solve that equation for x. We get some values here. I think we get 0 and 4a. Okay. And substituting these values of x in any of the equations, we get the other points here. That is again y equal to 0, y equal to 4a. That is, we have to solve these two equations. After solving this, we have to find the limits here. See here, this is our x square equal to 4ay. This is the curve x square equal to 4ay, and this is the curve y square equal to 4ax. This is the area between these two curves. Okay. Now you can take the strip along with parallel to x-axis or parallel to y-axis. Usually we take parallel to y-axis, right? Now here, this is the strip parallel to y-axis. Y ranges from this is the bottom of the strip and this is the top of the strip. At the bottom of the strip, what is the value of y? So the equation of this is equal to x square equal to 4ay. Therefore we can write y equal to x square by 4a. So at the bottom, y value is x square by 4a. And if you go to the top here, this is the top of this strip here, the equation of this curve is y square equal to 4ax. Therefore, y equal to root of 4ax. That root of 4 is equal to 2 into root of ax. That is, y takes the value from x square by 4a to 2 root ax. These are the limits of y. What about x? X ranges from here and x goes up to this point here. At this point, what is the value of x here? Here x value is equal to 4a. So that is here x ranges from 0 to 4a and y ranges from x square by 4a to 2 root ax. Okay. Now, required area is equal to x ranges from 0 to 4a, y ranges from x square by 4a to 2 root ax, dy into dx. Integrate. Integration of dy is y between x square by 4a to root ax into dx. Now substituting the limits here, in place of y I am putting the upper limit here, that is 2 root ax minus x square by 4a into dx. This is equal to, now again I have to integrate this with respect to x now. So here 2 is a constant as it is, root a is a constant as it is, root of x integration means x to the power of 1 by 2. X to the power of 1 by 2 integrations, x to the power of 1 by 2 plus 1, that is x to the power of 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2 minus x square integration is x cube by 3. Already 4a is there. By 3 means this becomes 4a into 3 is 12a. This is equal to, substituting the limits here, and if you put the lower limit everything becomes 0. Only we have to substitute the upper limit here. Wherever x is there, put 4a. If I put 4a here, 4 to the power of 3 by 2 into a to the power of 3 by 2. Okay. What is 4 to the power of 3 by 2? That is 4 to the power of 1 by 2 whole cube. 4 to the power of 1 by 2 equal to 2. 2 cube means this becomes 8. 8 into 2. 8 into 2 is 16. And this 2 goes in the numerator. 16 into 2 is 32. Okay. Divided by 3 is there. And this is a raised to 3 by 2. I have a to the power of 1 by 2. A to the power of 3 by 2. A to the power of 1 by 2. That becomes a square. This is the first term. Minus. In place of x, put 4a. This will become 4 cube a cube. 4 cube a cube. In this we have one 4 now. So that is dividing that one here. We get 3 here. Here one 4 gets cancelled. We get 4 square. That is 16 into a cube by a. This will be a square. That is 16 a square by 3. 32 by 3 a square minus 16 by 3 a square. This is equal to 16 a square by 3 is the answer. Right? And I can verify this with maxima. Copy, go to maxima. Here I will paste. Kill all, integrate 1 y y to x square by 4a, comma, y ranges from x square by 4a to 2 root ax, and x varies from 0 to 4a. Let me execute this program. A is a positive, negative. Okay, positive. I'll write positive. Shift enter, execute. 16a square by 3, right? Next, I will go to the next example. Find the area of the circle R equal to A. This is the equation of the circle in polar form, whose center is at the origin and radius equal to A. Okay, this is my circle whose center is the origin and radius is equal to A. See here, this circle is symmetrical about both the axes. Okay, symmetrical about both the axes. Therefore, the area of whole circle can be written as 4 times area of 4 times area of which is in the first quadrant. So that is, if I calculate the area of this one and if I multiply by 4, then I will get the whole area. Now, in this region, what is happening? What about the limits of r and theta? See, if r is here, then it is equal to 0. That is r equal to 0, and r comes here. At this point, r equal to anywhere here, right? That is, r ranges from 0 to a. What about theta? Theta starts from here at this point, and theta goes up to this line, y-axis here. That means here, theta ranges from 0 to pi by 2. So these are the limits of r and theta. R ranges from 0 to a, theta ranges from 0 to pi by 2. Now we write the formula for finding the area in polar form is this one here. So I have multiplied by 4 because we are calculating the area in the first quadrant only. 4 into r ranges from 0 to a, theta ranges from 0 to pi by 2, r into d theta into dr. And these are independent here. Neither r is depending on theta is depending on r. Therefore, we can write independent integrals here. That is 4 into 0 to a r dr, next 0 to pi by 2 d theta. This is equal to 4 into integration of r with respect to r is r square by 2 between 0 and a. Integration of d theta is theta between 0 and pi by 2. Now substituting limits here, this becomes 4 by 2 is 2. This is our 2a square. Okay, 2a square into theta is equal to pi by 2. Okay, I have kept this 4 as it is. A square by 2 into here substituting the limits here, pi by 2 minus 0, that is our pi by 2. Now this 4 gets cancelled. The final answer is pi into a square, and we know that the area of a circle is equal to pi r square, right? If you want to write the codes in maxima, you can write. Let me copy this. Paste. Kill all $4 into integrate r, integration of r, theta ranges from 0 to pi by 2 and r ranges from 0 to a. Execute. This is equal to pi a square. Okay. Next example. Find the area of the circle r equal to 2a cos theta. In polar form, this represents a circle whose center is at the point a comma 0 and whose radius is equal to a. Okay, the figure is like this. This is the circle here. Center is here, a comma 0, and radius is equal to a, right? And here, this is the circle symmetrical about the x-axis. Okay, this is the circle symmetrical about the x-axis, and center lies on x-axis. Therefore, here x-axis divide the area of this circle exactly into 2 parts here. Therefore, what we do here is we find the area of this portion which is in the first quadrant and we multiply this by 2. So that is here required area of whole circle equal to 2 into area of this half circle. Now, what happens here? What about the limits of r and theta? R ranges from r starts here and it goes to anywhere on this curve. What is the value of r on this curve? It is equal to 2a cos theta. Okay, that means r ranges from 0 to 2a cos theta. What about theta? Theta starts here. Okay, we are in the first quadrant. Theta starts here and it goes up to this point here. So this line x-axis to y-axis means theta is equal to pi by 2. Theta ranges from 0 to pi by 2. R ranges from 0 to 2a cos theta. Now the formula for finding the area is required area equal to 2 times area of the upper portion here. This is 2 into theta ranges from 0 to pi by 2. R ranges from 0 to 2a cos theta. R into dr into d theta. This is equal to 2 into 0 to pi by 2. Integration of r is r square by 2 between 0 and 2a cos theta. So that is equal to 2 into, substitute the upper limit here, 2a cos theta. 2a cos theta square is 4a square cos square theta. 4a square cos square theta by 2. This by 2 as it is into d theta. This is equal to 4a square. Okay, 4a square. You can cancel this 4 here. Okay, 2 into 2 gets cancelled here. You can write just 4a square here. And here 2 gets cancelled. 4a square is there. This is 0 to pi by 2 cos square theta d theta. We have to integrate this. Here we can apply the reduction formula. So 0 to pi by 2 cos square theta d theta is nothing but numerator is 1. Denominator is 2 into, as this is even, therefore into pi by 2 we are getting. This is we are writing this using the reduction formula, that is 4a square into 1 pi divided by 2 into 2. Again 4 gets cancelled. This is equal to pi into a square. This is the area of the circle. And if we verify with maxima, same commands. Kilon integrate 2 into integration of r ranges from 0 to 2a cos theta and theta ranges from 0 to pi by 2. Execute this, pi a square. Okay, so this is how we can find the plane areas by using the double integrals in Cartesian form and as well as in polar form. Okay, thank you. We'll stop here.